Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I love love. I love hearing about it, talking about it, celebrating it, and that's what we're all about here, right? Today, we're diving into a topic that could change your love life forever. We're talking about the secrets to making relationships last. I mean, really last. We see it all the time, don't we? Relationships that seem like they're straight out of a fairy tale and then poof, gone. But why? What's the missing ingredient? Well, stick around because we're about to spill the tea on what it really takes to go the distance. And trust me, most men don't know it. Get ready to take some notes. Chapter 1. Communication is key. All right, let's dive right in. The first secret to a lasting relationship, and you've probably heard this one before, is communication. It sounds simple, right? But here's the thing. It's not just about talking. It's about really communicating. And no, I don't mean texting emojis back and forth. I'm talking about real, honest-to-goodness conversations. You know those times when Portia and I are just hanging out, being goofy, and we stumble upon something serious? We talk about it. We don't shy away from the tough stuff. And believe me, there are times when I just want to grab the remote and change the subject. But we've learned that talking things out is crucial. Think of it like this. Your relationship is like a beautiful garden. You can't just plant some flowers and expect them to thrive without any care, right? You need to water them, give them sunlight, and maybe even sing them a little song now and then. Okay, maybe not that last part, but you get the point. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's about expressing your needs, your dreams, your fears, even the little things that bug you. And yes, sometimes it means having those uncomfortable conversations, the ones you'd rather avoid. But here's the thing about uncomfortable conversations. They're like exercise. You might not always feel like doing it. You might even break a sweat, figuratively speaking, of course. But afterwards, you feel stronger, healthier, and more connected. And just like exercise, communication takes effort. You have to be willing to put in the work, to listen actively, to try and see things from your partner's perspective. It's about understanding, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Remember, communication is a two-way street. It's not about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about building bridges, finding common ground, and strengthening the bond you share with your partner. So, put down your phones, turn off the TV, and make time for real conversations. Trust me, your relationship will thank you for it. Chapter 2. Empathy and Understanding. Okay, so we've talked about communication, which is huge, but there's another secret ingredient that's just as important: empathy and understanding. Now, you might be thinking, Ellen, isn't that the same thing as communication? Well, not exactly. You see, communication is about expressing yourself, while empathy is about understanding your partner's world. It's about putting yourself in their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and feeling what they feel. It's about recognizing that their experiences, their thoughts, their emotions are just as valid as yours. Let me give you an example. Portia is a huge animal lover, like seriously huge. Me? I love animals, but I also love a clean house, you know? So when she wanted to adopt another dog, I have to admit, I was a little hesitant. Another dog meant more hair, more messes, more chaos. But then I stopped and really thought about it from her perspective. I thought about how much joy animals bring into her life, how much love she has to give. And you know what? I realized that her happiness was more important to me than a spotless house. Plus, who can resist those puppy dog eyes? That's empathy in action, folks. It's about setting aside your own ego, your own needs, and truly connecting with your partner on a deeper level. It's about saying, I see you, I hear you, and I understand. And here's the thing about empathy. It creates a safe space for vulnerability. When your partner feels truly understood, they're more likely to open up, to share their deepest fears and insecurities. And that's where the real magic happens, in that space of shared vulnerability. So the next time your partner is going through something, big or small, try to approach the situation with empathy. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. Ask questions, seek to understand, and offer your support without judgment. Remember, a little bit of empathy can go a long way in strengthening your bond and creating a love that lasts. Chapter 3. On the same page, shared goals and values. All right, let's talk about something that's super important for the long-haul shared goals and values. Now, this doesn't mean you have to agree on absolutely everything. I mean, come on, that would be boring. Portia and I, we have different tastes in movies, different decorating styles. She's even trying to get me into gardening. But here's the thing. At our core, we share the same values. We both believe in kindness, compassion, and making the world a better place. And that's what really matters. Having shared goals and values is like having a compass that guides your relationship in the right direction. It's about wanting the same things out of life, whether it's building a family, traveling the world, or simply growing old together. Think of it like this. You're on a road trip with your partner. You might take a few detours along the way, maybe stop to smell the roses or grab a burger at a roadside diner. But ultimately, you're both headed towards the same destination. Shared goals and values provide a sense of purpose, a sense of unity. They give you something to strive for together, something to build together. And that's what makes love last. So, how do you know if you're on the same page? Talk about your dreams, your aspirations, your beliefs. What are your non-negotiables? What are you willing to compromise on? Don't be afraid to have those deep conversations early on. It's better to figure out if you're on the same path from the beginning than to realize later down the road that you're headed in completely different directions. Remember, a relationship without shared goals and values is like a ship without a sail. It might float for a while, but it'll never truly reach its destination. Chapter 4. Letting Go, the Power of Forgiveness. No relationship is perfect. We all make mistakes and sometimes hurt the ones we love. What separates lasting couples is forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't about excusing hurtful actions. It's about releasing anger and resentment. Holding a grudge is like carrying a heavy suitcase. Forgiveness is setting it down and feeling the weight lift. It's a gift to yourself, freeing you from the past. Choose love over anger, healing over resentment. With time and effort, you can rebuild your relationship on love and understanding. Chapter 5. Sparks Flying, Quality Time and Intimacy. Okay, folks. We've talked about communication, empathy, shared goals, forgiveness, and now it's time for the fun stuff, quality time, and intimacy. And no, I'm not just talking about the kind of intimacy that happens under the covers, although that's important too. I'm talking about true intimacy, the kind that connects you on a soul level. It's about creating those special moments, those shared experiences that make your relationship unique and special. It's about making time for each other, even when life gets busy and chaotic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, you and Portia have all the time in the world. You're both famous. But honestly, it's not about the amount of time you have. It's about the quality of that time. Even when we're both swamped with work, we make it a priority to carve out time for each other. Whether it's a romantic dinner at home, a weekend getaway, or just cuddling on the couch watching our favorite show, we cherish those moments together. And intimacy? Well, that's more than just physical touch. It's about emotional closeness, intellectual stimulation, and spiritual connection. It's about feeling seen, heard, and understood by your partner. So, how do you keep the spark alive? Well, it takes effort, creativity, and a willingness to try new things. Plan a surprise date night, learn a new hobby together, or simply put down your phones and have a real conversation. Remember, a relationship is like a fire. You need to keep adding fuel to keep it burning bright. So make an effort to nurture your connection, to keep things fresh and exciting, and to never stop dating your partner. Well, there you have it, folks. The secrets to a lasting relationship. Communication, empathy, shared goals, forgiveness, and quality time and intimacy. It might sound like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship tips. And hey, while you're at it, let me know in the comments what you think is the most important ingredient for a lasting relationship. I love hearing from you guys. See you next time.